Hey Collective, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, my name's Antonio and welcome to Copper Visions, where we get right into things. We do not let the mundane world bother us here. This is a place to transcend the absurd, to accept the world as it is, and to not ask anything more of ourselves than to be right here, just as you are. You might have just completed your taxes. You might be thinking, oh God, it's time to work on those. Whatever it is you're coming from or on your way to, just know that you getting into alignment and then doing it is a really good idea. So have your coffee, have your tea, have all that you need in order to be exactly who you are without fear. I actually got this in reverse, and I'd like to acknowledge this fear that's here by actually seeing what this says. Okay. What are you afraid of, Collective? Understand your fears, and perhaps they will not be fears any longer. Fear is a necessary emotion, but only if it is warranted. Not all fears are real. Would you live your life differently if you had less fear? Stand strong against your fears and take action. Okay, this is great. I actually was just having a conversation with my father, believe it or not. And we were having such a lovely get together in regards to being fearless and what that would be like for me and for him. And it means everything to be able to come to a humble place, to see life in a way of not only this gratitude, which I feel like this, I don't want to sound cheesy at all. I mean, I don't think being grateful is cheesy whatsoever, but I do feel like the world sometimes, or maybe this surface level spirituality wants to tell us to just be grateful all the time. And I don't think it's about that at all. I think it's actually about how you choose to navigate some of the hardest moments in life by choosing gratitude. But it's not about faking it, right? It's about actually accepting where you're at in spite of the fear that you feel. If you're here, Collective, that means that you have been working through something that you have been fearing in a way. It could be about who you are. It could be about your own self-concept. It could even be that you have a psychic energy about you. It could be about you actually accepting that you have psychic abilities. Unpopular opinion, for sure. But one that's really supposed to just inspire you to enhance and integrate and invest in your own superpowers, in a way. It's your sensitivity. Everyone has the capability to do this, but does everyone feel called? Not necessarily. I mean, there are so many things that we have to take care of in this mundane world, in this practical, logistical, financial world, right? And if you're coming from a place of lack, or you're experiencing some financial heartbreak, I'm getting, then this reading is for you, because we have to transcend that limiting belief that tells us that we won't get out of this, you know? You're never alone. You are ambitious for a reason. And it is safe to communicate that to yourself. I pulled Satellite, Relationships, Ambition, and Communication here. These cards are so trippy. I love it. Neptune. Fluidity, reasoning, and conquest. So it's definitely about a journey that you're on. I mean, isn't it always? But what does this journey have to do with transcending the fear of financial burdens? Your own rhythm. Following your own rhythm. Yeah, it can be pretty hard to attack things face on in this world when all you want to do is follow your own rhythm. But the thing is that there is a rhythm. It's almost like I'm getting the energy of someone being told what to do, when to do it all the time, and there's a time and a place. But it's about cultivating certainty that you cannot miss what you are destined for. Do all that you can and then surrender again and again. There will be an unmissable, bone-deep, recognizable moment when your time has come. You will bloom beautifully. Such is the grace intended for you. So you are not late. You will not miss what is coming your way. That's, I think, what the fear is for you, collective, is that you feel like maybe if you wait, or if you maybe you feel even a little bit paralyzed, like you don't want to move, or you don't want to do the wrong thing. And it's like making a decision, making a choice to move forward, to bring yourself into a state of peace is the best thing that you can do, no matter how that looks for you, because it's going to look different for everyone. And I just imagine, I don't know why I'm getting this vision, because I feel like it's kind of been one that's been around the collective for a long time, but just laying on the bathroom floor, or laying on the kitchen floor, or laying on the floor listening to music, bawling your eyes out, something like that. The way that it feels so normal here in this space for me to bring that up means, or it feels like there's a lot of acceptance already with how much sorrow you've experienced in this life. And I don't mean to make this so serious, but there's something about acknowledging. Oh, and wow, and like Siri on my phone is like alive and listening to me right now, and I'm like, can you not? 11:42 or 1:42 could be significant. Weird. They're always listening. Oh, 11:11 though. Where was I? Numbers in doubles. Synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Ooh. I just got these little Divine Door cards. I love them so much. They're tiny little messages on the back, but I feel like they're very, very well placed. So you don't even realize how well placed you are. Oh my God, I feel like the message is now coming in. You are so well placed. A stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Oh my God. You could be a total stranger to this channel, and this is the first time you've ever witnessed me. Maybe it's the first time I've witnessed this energy. I mean, that's for sure. You, collective, are very special for finding your way here. And you don't know who I am at all. That's like, isn't that crazy? It's like actually taking the time to speak to a stranger out in the world that you never thought you were going to run into just 5 seconds ago. Something like that. Strange occurrences. Freedom flows. Okay. There's 3 doors here. There's 3 main doors. Nomad. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Wow, and these riddles. I mean, it seems like a riddle. It's just more of a poem. There's actually 4 doorways here, and I didn't even realize. There's... Oh, you could be making a choice. You see how she's bound up? And this is the first time I've actually acknowledged this visual in this card. Normally I'm just looking at this guy, just like totally overcoming the card. But it's like, you know, there's a person here, and she literally like feels like she cannot do anything about it. She's just at the mercy of a stranger, you know? And maybe it's this stranger looks really scary. Oh yeah, we're still here, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, I feel like I'm so aware of when people would click off of this video that it almost puts me into a state of paralysis. like if people constantly rejected me in every single second of this video, what does that mean about who I am? What does that mean about my content? What does that mean about my life? Absolutely nothing. And we smile in the face of that because you're not afraid to be rejected, collective. You're not afraid to speak your mind when it really matters, when it really counts for you, because it's about your peace of mind. It's about your transcendence. It's about your magnification of your own magnificence. You know, you are amplified through fear, through doubt, through worry, through life. I haven't pulled out any tarot, and this feels like one of the most peculiar readings. And I actually was just watching a little short, like it just flew up on my feed of Jim Carrey, and he was doing it was like some deleted scenes from that creepy series. I don't even know what it's called. You probably know. If you know, write down in the comments, please. Your engagement with this channel is deeply appreciated. And if you're still here and you're just curious about where the heck this is going, please give me a chance and subscribe, okay? You don't have to like it. I hope you do. but actually you should like it. Only subscribe if you like what you see right now. But but the channel has been growing so much, and I feel like the weirder I get, the more of a chance the right people will find me, you know what I mean? So don't be afraid to be weird, because the right ones will find you. Six of Cups. But we've been here for a while. I actually don't even know how long this is going, so 12 minutes, okay. Have you gotten anything out of this, collective? What are you doing with your time? Are you happy with that? The same card, are you kidding me? Okay, it's like, you just didn't do a good enough job shuffling. No, I did, I did. Weird. What's going on? I just feel like I'm... So many cards. Looking back. I feel like I'm looking back. Looking back at the past. Like, what is that like now? Like, are those people still the same? Have they changed? Have they... Well, they must have evolved, right? You know? People do that. I see Justice in reverse. So maybe they haven't really evolved as much as you have. Well, Four of Pentacles in reverse, and what's under it, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Sometimes when people see you, they're like, ooh, I really haven't gone in the right direction. I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's like you're a wake-up call for most people. Page of Cups upright. Yeah, and they become curious as to how they can transcend their own fears, but they don't see it like that until you show up. And they're like, damn, collective. Wow. Okay. The lovers. Why? What are you working on? You working on something? A little something? Y'all, I don't know where this is going either, okay? But I'm just gonna surrender and accept. I was on a hike yesterday, and I saw this little guy, and I wanted to show you. I actually did. I was like, this is for collective. Oh, I didn't think it would be like that. But what lens are you seeing the world in? What are you doing, you know? But I got this because it looked like those little cute, and I'm talking about the movie Arrival with Amy Adams. I think that's her name. Amazing actress. Wow. But she, in that movie Arrival, helps decode and learn and teach aliens, right? It looks like the little marks, you know what I mean? Or like a lot of those people, a lot of the tattoos that kind of look like this too, but just like singular ones. And I meant to just grab one. I only meant to grab one, but I grabbed two. And so I took that as a sign of, you are not meant to move forward alone. You are meant to connect with someone. And if you're absolutely not into that, then this is definitely an aspect of yourself that you have not given the light of day to in a long time. I don't know why, though. Maybe something happened. Maybe someone told you that you couldn't be all of who you are. And to that we say, fuck you. Excuse my language. Maybe we're fighting ourselves, though, in a way. Union. Yeah. What synchronicities need to show up here in order for collective to know that this is for them? This is their reading. Yes, I saved my tea leaves. You are unlimited. You might have just seen something that was like saying you are unlimited. Oh, I don't know if that'll ever happen. That's way too... Oh, maybe. Okay, I don't want to waste your time here. I don't. Okay, but it says you are unlimited. You are. You can't really see it quite yet. But you are. So, what else? I mean, I need some charms. Accept who you are in this moment, but acknowledge who you want to become. Yeah. Okay. So, this is like a lot of self-help. You could be reading a self-help book, though. There's so many good ones to read. And I'm only laughing because it's like, geez. Being in a dark night of the soul for like years at a time, you just kind of think that that's who you are now. So you kind of forget that there's a lot more lightheartedness to venture into, but sometimes you have to be told or reminded that in a way that kind of shocks your system. The Hunt, again. His card has been coming out since the beginning of January. Influences. Be careful who you hunt with. Your allegiances matter. 17, though, the star. Orion. Orion could be significant. You might have met someone named Orion before him. I don't know. Could be Orion. I don't know. Something to do with Orion. Or dogs. You might have a dog. You might name him Orion. That's cool. But I'm thinking of Men in Black, though. See, aliens. I don't know what the deal is with the aliens right now, but I also just watched for the first time ever. I didn't even realize this came out in 2017, but Valerian, the Valerian. I just watched that. I was into it. I feel it's probably very underrated because it was in ways like not super pleasing to major audiences, but it probably got to the ones that needed to actually understand. Those aliens, though, definitely some of my favorites that I've ever seen. And I didn't even finish the thought about Arrival. But the thing I was going to say is that aliens don't F around with trust. Like, aliens... Like, if you see any alien, no matter what the context is, they are, like, they are fearless. They are trusting. Like, they are really trusting. And, I mean, you could say God. You could say their higher power, their higher mind. So what about aliens? Oh. You might be a fan of Bashar and his channeled messages. Mr. Daniel Enka. Phenomenal person and speaker that I would love to be in proximity with one day. Myself. Very clear conduit. So whatever this is all about is about you being a clear conduit, a clear vessel that is not limited by fear. And I think there's a certain amount of transcendence one has to go through in the moment to actually channel. So if this is about psychic gifts, or I'm hearing zero gravity, also seeing Sandra Bullock. What's the difference between Sandra Bullock and Jim Carrey? What an odd question. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not even gonna answer that. But could you imagine them in leading roles together? I feel like the person that's watching is very pensive at times. 20 minutes in. Okay, there's a story unfolding. I haven't seen what it is. We'll go through it together. The magician. You are the creator of your own world. You are an alien to the rest, but not to yourself. Uncertain of what you're going to experience in this world. But you have surrendered. To your heart, to the knowledge and wisdom that resides in your body. You trust yourself, and that's beautiful. And when you do, you change your fate and embrace destiny instead. You fulfill the contracts that you came here to fulfill, and you wait until the exact moment to fulfill them without even knowing how perfect all that is and ever will be is within you. That is true success. That is what feeling seen by yourself feels like. With this knowledge, you move forward, but with intention and direction. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are wandering into infinity. You are in control, Emperor. And you are building an empire of like-minded individuals who see the truth of who they are, and therefore of the all and the one. You are connected to the power that creates worlds. Don't forget it. That is your reason for releasing fear. You don't need it. Even when something you don't see coming comes, options, choices, a need to make a choice, a decision. You know that there's an opportunity no matter how challenging. Gratitude is a great way to move forward. Because it helps you to unburden and shake up, to loosen all the reasons why you couldn't or you can't. Be secure in who you are. Trust yourself like nobody is watching. Also dance. Because you are divine and you are on fire. You are a master manifester. And a breakthrough is here. Thanks, collective. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.